Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is another one of those full-length episodes. Yes, we are back. We are back with full-length episodes now. There are no more minis. I uploaded the mega long episode the other day, and I hate to say it, it didn't go down particularly well because some people didn't really understand what was going on. I mentioned it at the very beginning of the first mini episode, and I don't know if some of you missed that one or something, but right at the beginning I said that once all of the minis are over, I will compile them into one massive episode that is really long, and that will mark the end of the minis. And I know that some of you actually are going to be missing the mini episodes because some of you really enjoy them, and I myself actually quite enjoyed recording them, but I am happy to be back recording full-length episodes, back on the old Hermitcraft server, doing my thing, and that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. But anyway, what I've just noticed is up here, we've got a crazy... What on earth? Someone is building something special out in the Hermiton here. I don't really know what this is. It looks like it is coming from Muse Meats. We might have to investigate that in a little bit. But before we do any of that, what I wanted to do is I wanted to check the times for the End Olympics, because I have been away on holiday for a week and a half, haven't seen any of the Hermit's videos, so let's take a look. Has anyone done it? So that is the question. And oh good, there's more than one time. So we obviously got me with 1 minute 41, pretty good I have to say. We got Hypno with a 1 minute 57. Ooh, not so hot. Not so hot, Hypno. I'm sure you could do better than that, so I'd say give it another go. We have got False with 1 minute 26. Whoa! That's insane! That's a very fast time. False Symmetry is one of the new people on the server, and she is clearly showing everyone who is boss, because look at that. That's a killer time. And then also we have got Slip with 1 minute 43, who is saying suck it to Hypno. Yeah, fair enough, Hypno. Sadly, you are in last place at the minute, but nice work, guys. Those are some really brilliant times, and I'm very happy to see that people are actually playing this thing, because I was a little bit worried. It's sort of on the edge of Hermiton. I thought that maybe no one would ever notice it. But anyway, what are we going to be doing in today's episode? Well, first things first, I need to do a little bit of resource gathering. So what I thought I would do is I thought I would do one of those mining challenges. I'll explain a little bit more when we get back over to my base. So hopefully on the screen right now there should be some time-lapse footage of me doing some mining. Unless, of course, I have had another one of those editing faux pas. Yeah, on the first day of my holiday, the first video that rolled out, scheduled upload, I thought it was all fine. Turns out it had one of my little stresses in it, where I messed up the recording, flipped out a little bit, had a very British anger attack, and just sort of went, Urgh! And it was funny. Some of you thought it was really funny, some of you thought it was unprofessional. I didn't mean to leave it in the video, so I do apologise for that. But that is the sort of thing that happens when I mess up my clips. And if I ever say that there has been an audio problem, or there's been an audio failure, that's not what's happened. I've actually messed up the clip, and I've stressed out a little bit. That is exactly what has happened there. But anyway, that's enough of that. What the mining challenge is, I have to explain this because some of you might not have seen me do this. I haven't done this for like 30 episodes or so. What it is I give myself 1 hour to do some mining, and then I gather up all of the resources at the end, and I see how much I've got. And one fun game that I like to play is I want you to guess how much stuff I have managed to get in that 1 hour. So I want you to head down to the comment section and let me know how many resources you think I'm going to get. And also, if you want to play this yourself, hop into your Minecraft world and do a little bit of mining. Try and beat my scores, whatever you want to say. But all I want you to do is just go down to the comment section and let me know how many diamonds, redstone, coal, lapis, gold, and I think I've said all of them there pretty much. I've been on holiday, okay? I can't remember all of the ores off the top of my head right now. But other than that, all I want to say is that I have just come back from holiday, and my holiday was absolutely lovely. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things of YouTube. Obviously, being out of recording videos for like a week and a half, it's a little bit odd. It feels strange coming back here and recording videos. But on top of that, you should have noticed that I've actually got myself some new equipment. So I've got myself a Scarlet 2i2 preamp. which is what my microphone runs into, and I'd say it sounds a little bit better. I much prefer it, and also I have got myself a boom arm. Now, one thing that I have got planned is I am going to be doing a mini setup video on the second channel, so if you're not subscribed to the second channel, I would highly suggest you do so if you want to see where I work and where I make my videos. But anyway, that is all I wanted to say for this little mini time-lapse thing. So I am now going to leave, and I will see you guys in a little bit. After 1 hour of pure mining, doing nothing but mining, I would say that I got a little bit unlucky there. I hate to say it, but I haven't done particularly well on this mining adventure. So all of your estimates, they might be a little bit lower. Or higher than what I actually get. Yeah, that's the right way around. But here are all the things that I got. So this is all the precious things. I don't know why I put the gold in there. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Because that's not broken by fortune. But you can see we got all of these diamond ores down here. Lots of redstone. But one thing that we did get a lot of is we got absolutely tons of coal. So now what I'm going to do is go along here with my fortune 3 pickaxe. Gonna do a little bit of mining, and I will tell you how much I got. After swinging my pickaxe in here for a good few minutes, this is what we have managed to get. And I have to admit, I think I got fairly lucky with the fortune on this one, especially with the diamonds. I'd say I had about 15, 16 diamond ore in total, and we managed to get 41 diamonds. 41! That is crazy. So that's good. But in terms of the other things, obviously we've got tons of coal, a whole bunch of redstone, obviously the same old gold ore, and also a little bit of lapis. I would have preferred a little bit more lapis. That would be nice because I really like that block. And also soon it is going to be used for enchanting. But anyway, if I chuck these in here, you can see we have a fairly decent number of diamonds. I might need to do another resource gathering mission in the future. If you do want to see that one, then please let me know. But anyway, now it is time to move on to the next project. But before we get on with any of the stuff that I have planned, what I thought we would do now is I thought we would do a little bit of an enchantment. I've got myself 36 levels, and I also have myself a diamond shovel. So we're going to use this one over here because that one is currently opened up. I guess you have to use the little redstone torch key to close it. That's a little bit of a design flaw. I might get to work on fixing that a little bit later. But right now, here is where the thing is. So we chuck down the diamond spade, hit this button here, and yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That could have been a lot worse. I was expecting just unbreaking 3, nothing else. That is pretty good. That's about as good as it gets. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Now it is time to move on to other bits and bobs. So, the next thing that I fancy working on in today's episode is I want to do a little bit of work over in the fishing town. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to be working in the fishing town today, but we are going to be working on something that sort of relates to the fishing town. As you can see, we have got a really cool little pathway that goes all the way over to the fishing town. It took so long to build with all of these fence posts and everything, and I'm quite happy with it. I think it looks really cool, but the problem is, when you get to this end here, as you can quite clearly see, it sort of goes down into a hole. And that's not the sort of entry that we want coming back into the base. So what I thought I would do is I thought I would do a little train station that we could have. Perhaps it could be underground next to my storage area. Or, alternatively, it could come in over this wall and then drop down into the water there. I'm going to have to run some ideas through my head, try and work out what I want to do, but that is the plan and it should be pretty cool. I have been doing a little bit of work here, just trying to work out where I actually want this place to be, because that is pretty much the tough part. I have got a lot of stuff going on in my base, and that meant that I couldn't actually have any area for our little train station. Bit rubbish really, isn't it? But anyway, what I thought I would do is I thought we would create another level of the base. I know, my base is getting pretty levelly, okay? We've got a multi-story base right now, but I quite like that. I like the fact that we've done that. So what I'm thinking, at least this is like my planned design, okay? This is all going to be wall in here, and I was thinking that perhaps we could have some spruce wood logs, a little bit of red brick, you know, the actual normal bricks. I don't know how else to describe them. They are bricks. They're not stone bricks, believe it or not. I know whenever I refer to bricks, generally it is stone bricks. But this time we are going to be using regular bricks, the red ones, which I'm quite excited about because I haven't used regular bricks for a very long time. But essentially this is going to be the wall. Then in the middle there we are going to have a red brick stair, block, and then perhaps like a pumpkin or a piece of glowstone, and then another piece of block, and then another stair up at the top, and then we will have the ceiling. The issue is, with working down here, is we're very close to the rest of the base. As you can see, we've got hoppers, we've got redstone, we have water up above. There's already flown down into my sorting system and ruined a bunch of stuff, so it's quite a tough place to work in, but I'm sure we can do something about that. So then, along this edge here, I was thinking we would have stone brick. Obviously, like I say, there will be a stair here, so all you'll get is you'll get red brick and then a little red brick bump there. And as far as the floor is concerned, I reckon we should go for perhaps oak wood. I'll give oak wood a go. We'll see what oak wood looks like, alright? Usually, you can't usually go particularly wrong, but this does look a little bit boring. We've got a lot of oak wood going on around here. I almost think that we need to set this back a little bit, so then it goes in like that. And then we would have like the red brick going up the back there. Like I say, I've mentioned this many times in my videos, I'm not much of a builder. I find all of this stuff really, really difficult, but I am trying my best, as you can see. What I think I'm going to do is, I think I will have a little bit of a think about this, because it's going to be a sort of tunnel until we reach about 10 blocks in, and then that is where the train station could be. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of thinking, and a little bit more block placing, and we shall see what I can come up with. Who knows, it might actually be half decent. I feel like we're beginning to get there a little bit with this build. If you take a look around, there is still some bits and bobs that I need to do, but I would say it's starting to look okay, considering I'm using blocks that I don't often use. For example, this spruce wood. Obviously, we have the bricks in there. Of course, there is a little bit of stone slabs. I mean, I can't completely jump off the horse, but I would say it's looking pretty decent. So what I'm going to do here is I'm quickly going to finish up some of the things that need doing, and we have got the perfect number of stairs there. That's what I like to see. So then these ones go in a bit like this, and that is that wall done. And then just for a little bit of lighting, we're going to add in the torches. I don't know if the torches will stay. They look pretty temporary at the minute, but what I think I'll do is this actually suits itself pretty nicely to a little tunnel. So what I think I'll do is I will make this travel along about probably 3 of these. So 1, and then there'll be another one there, and another one at the end. It will be a fairly decent length tunnel, and I guess we could have other things in here. For example, we could have chests, or I don't really know. I don't think I need any extra chests. I think I've got plenty of chests. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine out this big area here, continuing on a little bit for the rest of the hallway. Obviously, I am very close to the rest of my base, as you can quite clearly see. That is the roof of my storage area. So hopefully, actually, we don't run into any redstone stuff, because that would be really frustrating. So let's cross our fingers for that. And straight away, there is a flaw in my plan, or I guess we could say there is a beacon in my plan, because, yeah, it's straight in the way. There is no way we're going to be able to get that to move, because the whole point of the beacon is that it comes out the tree trunk, and the tree trunk is in a very specific position. If I wanted to move the tree trunk, then I'd have to move the whole ring, and I don't fancy doing that. Funnily enough, I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. So I guess this is going to be a slightly shorter channel than we originally had planned. It's only going to come out to here, then this will be the wall, and we will have a little tunnel that goes off in this direction, which will have the minecart in it. Now, I don't think I'm going to be doing any decoration to that heading off tunnel just in today's episode. We'll probably get onto that in a little bit in the future. But for now, what I'm going to do is finish decorating this one, and then we will start thinking about all of that extra stuff. So I am doing a little bit of finishing up over here, and I wasn't actually planning on recording this clip, but I just took a look at the total length of all of the clips that I've recorded today, and I have to admit, I was being a little bit optimistic, okay? When I opened up that folder, I was expecting sort of 22, maybe even 25 minutes worth of footage. I was feeling pretty good about how much I had recorded today, and yeah, I've recorded 13 minutes and 50 seconds. 13 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know what my problem is, okay? My biggest problem on YouTube right now, it's not in the content of my videos, it's not, you know, the way that I'm doing things. It just seems to be making my videos long enough. I don't understand what it is. Because currently, I am doing more in my Hermitcraft episodes than I have ever done in episodes, right? It used to be that I would do sort of a bunch of fairly small tasks, but nothing too major, and I would often like leave time and leave projects to be done between episodes and things like that. I don't really do that much anymore. I really do try and work hard on the episodes and make sure that I get a pretty decent amount of stuff done, as you can quite clearly see. And I just can't seem to do it. I can't seem to make the videos long. I don't know what's going on. I want your opinion on this. Do you think the videos are good the length they are? I am really going to try to make these videos around about 20 to 22 minutes in length. That seems to be my favourite time for a video. I don't know why, but for some reason it's not long enough for it to drag on, but it is long enough for me to go, you know what, that was satisfying, that was a nice long video, I enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. What do you reckon is the optimum time for videos? That would really help me out, because that could lead to me being able to make videos of that length. Who knows? If you do say like 50 minutes, then obviously, quite clearly, I'm going to have a problem doing that, because I'm struggling to even get 15 minutes, let alone 50 minutes. I just don't understand what it is. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I'm a little bit out of touch, out of practice. Maybe I haven't had the same sort of recording recently. Obviously I did go on holiday. That was really good fun, thank you for asking. But I've got back into the swing of things now, and here I was sat here all confident thinking, you know what, I've recorded a sweet episode today, and it turns out I haven't even recorded an episode yet. I'm halfway through the episode. But that said, I'm enjoying myself. I hope that you are enjoying this episode. I feel like this little project actually is looking really cool. Like, I haven't actually taken a step back and looked at it for a while, but I would say this thing is looking pretty sweet. Yeah, we need to add in the rest of the stairs here, so we'll quickly do that. Getting the clay to do these bricks as well. It's a boatload of effort. I can understand why I'm using stone bricks, because stone bricks are so easy to get. Red bricks, oh man, it takes so long, but I would say this is actually looking pretty decent. I seem to be getting better at doing tunnels and things. For some reason, tunnels seem to be the thing that I really enjoy building at the minute. Obviously, we did the little jungle tunnel that is down underneath there. Now we're doing this red brick sort of tunnel. This looks quite train station-y, actually. This genuinely looks like a British train station. So I guess I've achieved my goal in that little regard. But, yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. All I have to do now is I have to do the stuff that goes down at the end of the hallway, and then, of course, we will add the train station in. I think that should go through around about here. I'd say that sounds like a good idea to me, so what I'm going to do is a little bit extra detail stuff, and then I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Finally, we are getting close to completion. We have got pretty much all the blocks in place. I have noticed something that is sort of annoying me a little bit, and that is these tree logs here. They look just a little bit square. Now that I've mentioned it, it really is sticking in my head, so I might have to do something about that in the near future. But right now what I am doing is I am just adding in the little passageway that our minecart is going to take. So this is how it is going to exit the room. It will just come in, hit this edge here, and you know what, I think I'm actually going to replace this with stone half slabs, just because I think that looks a little bit better. So we'll plonk that down like that. Remove the one that I placed on the edge of the torch, and then all we need is the minecart rails to go across like this. Of course, we will have a button on this block here that will then power this block, power a piece of powered rail, but I will get onto that in a little bit. What I'm trying to work out here is if this looks any good, and I would say, considering that I built it, remember that, considering that I built this, I would say we haven't done a half bad job. I'm fairly happy with it. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to press F1, I'm going to get right in the middle here, and I'm going to hit F2, screenshot. That is going to be the thumbnail of the video. If it's not, then clearly I have built something better in the time between this and the end of the video. But this is looking pretty cool. And now all we have to do is connect the minecart rail up from the fishing town over to this one, and that will pretty much be job done. So that's cool. I'm very happy with this. The entire tunnel has now been dug out, and I gotta tell you, once again, this was another one of those projects that I just hadn't expected to be as problematic that it was, but it turns out we were digging the channel tunnel because we had to go under a lake. Yeah, we had to go underwater, and building underwater in Minecraft without sponge at the minute is really frustrating. If we had sponge, it would make life 10 times easier, and obviously in 1.8, sponge is going to be fairly easy to get. I say fairly easily because, you know, it still could be quite tough, but you can see that is where the tunnel goes. There's a tiny, tiny little bit of light coming out of it, but I'd actually say that looks pretty cool with the light coming out of it. I was thinking, in the actual one, we'll make the tunnel out of glass, which will probably look better than that, but I do like being able to see it from out the top here. But essentially what happens is that we have our little minecart rail, and it goes off down like this, and then all the way down here. I am banging my head, I apologise for that. And then all the way along down here, and right the way down to the bottom. All in all, it's not a particularly long tunnel, but it's problematic to do. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill it in with minecart rails, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Now all of the rails are in place, I think it would be fairly unfair of me to not give you a bit of a maiden voyage. So let us pick up our minecart, the Minerari, the Bugatti Mineron, the MineClaren P1. They're all so awful. I'm going to stop doing those. I don't even know where they came from. I just suddenly had the idea to start referring to our minecart as a sports car. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, let's hop inside the minecart and head off. This is the tunnel. It's not particularly glamorous at the minute. In fact, I think we're going a little bit slow here. There we go. There's the power. Now we're on our way up over to the fishing town. So this is how we get to the fishing town. I remember this would occasionally stop. Yeah, that was a bit rubbish. Not particularly good design by myself. And also, I've just remembered that I forgot to turn off the mob spawner, which means we're going to hit an epic lag spike at some point. But anyway, that is all I've got time for today, folks. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I myself have really enjoyed recording this one. I don't know why. I think it's because we're getting back into the swing of things, doing the slightly longer Hermitcraft episodes, and it feels good to be back, and it feels good to be building things on Hermitcraft once again. So I really do hope that you're enjoying this. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.